Our first story this time is about an award-winning stone artist who also considers himself to be a storyteller. Well, actually, he lets the rocks do most of the talking. Like his father and grandfather before him, his motto is, "Let the stone speak." Miranda Cohen introduces us to stone carver Charlie Hunt.
Since 1928, the Hunt family has been known for their highly skilled and exquisite stone memorials, creating loving and lasting legacies for nearly a century. Charlie Hunt is the third generation to run the family business, but was the first to pick up a hammer and was certainly not guaranteed a job.
I don't think you grow up saying, I want to be a tombstone maker. My dad made me apply an interview, and he asked me if I had any experience, and I said, well, Dad, I've been driving the truck for 3 or 4 years. He said, I know, and you're a horrible truck driver. And so, I started, and I worked my way through the shop. Swinging a hammer, carving stone intrigued me.
While Hunt's father and grandfather were astute businessmen, Charlie was the first to show a real artistic talent for design and hands-on carving.
We had a really good carver named Sam Dorsey who'd come through the Depression, and he would let me watch him carve. And I needed some extra money because my dad was paying me what I was worth, and so I started doing an art show here or there and started out making bird bass, and so it just grew.
And grow it did. Charlie Hunt's unique, one-of-a-kind bird bass became in demand, quickly selling out.
I got titled the Bird Bath Man for years, and I don't know that I'll ever shake it.
And Hunt, who prefers to be thought of as a carver rather than a sculptor, says often the most challenging part is picking up the hammer and staying out of the way.
Isamu Noguchi, who was a Japanese sculptor, he said, let the stone be the stone. And I think what he was saying was, just kind of follow it a little bit. I'm a stone carver, not a sculptor. Sculptors are, God makes sculptors. I can teach you to be a stone carver. I remember I had a young fella kind of looking over my shoulder, learning to carve and everything, and he said one day as we were carving, he goes, where's the head? And I said, I don't know, it ain't turned up yet, but it's in there somewhere. Early on, I tried to control it. Now, not so much. I want the stone to kind of remain the stone. I see some sculptors and they twist and turn marble and polish it and do all this. That's just not for me.
In fact, Hunt does teach stone carving, the way he learned it, the old-fashioned way, in a series of classes he calls the School of Hard Rocks.
I teach this workshop. Our motto is, I'm going to take you a giant step backwards, because I think that for me, that's the root of it all.
All right, Charlie, a classic owl here.
Now Charlie is passing along the tricks of the family trade to his sons. The fourth-generation Hunts are helping the business branch out, but the family values remain the same. Charlie even found himself repeating his father's words to his oldest son.
I said, you ought to get a job. And he said, well, I don't know how to do anything. I said, well, that's just it about a job. If you do something nobody knows how to do or something nobody wants to do, you'll have steady work. So we decided he'd sell driftwood.
And just like that, the works he calls sticks and stones took off, harvesting driftwood, drying it out, and then coaxing its natural beauty to be revealed, then meticulously mounting it on granite.
These wood pieces come from little rivers in Tennessee. People will ask me all the time, now, did you do those? I'll say, no, actually God did them, but I am a Southeast distributor.
You will know you have an authentic piece of Charlie Hunt's work when you see the initials JWH. Those aren't his initials. He signs every piece with his grandfather's initials for John William Hunt. For Charlie Hunt, stone carving is more than a family business. It is in his blood. His work ethic is chiseled in stone, and a beloved family heirloom that is under his watch to pass on.
My granddaddy used to say, you can build a reputation for 90 years and run it in about a month. So it's critical that we give it our best effort every day. And so I've always approached it that way. And I think he would appreciate that.